10. And count down. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Windy City Fantasy Football Week 4. This is a quarter of the way through the season now after this week.
Yep.
It really does go fast. I feel like we were just talking about welcome to the new season and we're already a quarter of the way in.
It goes quick.
It does. Football season always seems to go fast. There's lots of other fun stuff going on too. So we will start with a recap of week 3. And our winners are, of course, Matt and Sam. They are still 3-0. I don't want to talk to him about that one. It's crap. But Matt and Sam are still 3-0. And also Sue, Jameson, and Michaela came out on top this week. Interesting note on my yellow pad analysis was looking at the scores. Matt and Sam, of course, and Sue and Michaela all have over 300 points going forward. So you can tell they've all had really good weeks. You guys have had a lot of points. So even though Matt and Sam are, of course, undefeated, Sue and Michaela are very close behind because of the number of points that they've scored. So keep up the good work, I guess. Except when you're playing me. Leading into we have
What were you thinking?
We have a good What Were You Thinking this week in Austin. Rulio. You bailed on Rulio the second that Carson Wentz came back. I warned you about this in our video last week. I said Carson Wentz is coming back, but he doesn't have anybody to throw it to. You doubted the yellow pad analysis. Played Carson Wentz, he got you 11.2 points. Matt Ryan was on your bench and he had 40.2. So don't doubt the yellow pad analysis. Yeah.
That is the
Edit it out.
What were you thinking?
What are you thinking? So, moving on, I had said in my original video that we were going to keep track of how everyone's number 1 picks were doing, because we do always seem to talk about, my number 1 pick did this or that or the other. So now that we are a quarter of the way through, wanted to touch base on how our number 1 picks are doing. So, of course, we're going to start with thumbs up. I gave the thumbs up to Kamara, Saquon Barkley, and Todd Gurley. They've been consistently scoring 20 points or more every game thus far. So those would be pretty good thumbs ups.
Yep, those look to be the, so far into the year, those two being the best draft picks thus far.
And then, of course, we have thumbs down, sad face. Bell, obviously, because he's not playing. Fournette and David Johnson, they just haven't, the season is still only a quarter of the way done, so there's still hope, but right now they're sad face, thumbs down.
The good news is that a lot of these situations are probably reversible.
Yeah.
Steelers are talking about trading Bell, so Bell might get to play with someone else before the season's over. Fournette just has kind of a nagging injury, but he should be back in the lineup shortly. Johnson
has a new quarterback.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see how the Cardinals kind of put everything together. He could still put up big points and they might not win, but it's
right.
For right now, it's hard to say.
So for the other ones, I just said thumbs. They're not up or down. They're just thumbs. And that is Kareem Hunt, Zeke Elliott, Antonio Brown and OBJ. Not that they've done bad, they just haven't done exceptionally well either. So they're just
they're kind of the model of a consistent player week to week. They put up about 10 plus points every single week.
10 to 20, yeah.
So, but we've probably seen some players on those teams that have put up more points that were taken later on. So
that were taken on the waiver wire or later on. So
yeah.
So anyway, that's our update on our number one picks, and like I said, we will continue to do that throughout the season. It's just kind of fun to check in and see, where we got lucky or did our homework, I guess.
And maybe eventually we'll have to start looking into who's probably going to be a first round pick next year.
Ooh, that's deep. My favorite segment, booms, busts, and big outs. We just are full of surprises this season. There has been somebody every week that you just go, the heck did they come from? And for me, as the Falcons fan, it was definitely Calvin Ridley. Where did that come from?
Yeah, didn't he score like 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns. He had a hat trick. And the Falcons still lost. But nonetheless, that was a big boom. And he was undrafted in our league going into last week. So he had all of those points in free agency. He is no longer in free agency. Thanks to, I don't know, he gets all the good picks, you guys. I don't know how we let him do it. We got to stop this. Stop this nonsense. Anyway, so that was a big boom. Drew Brees, same game, monster day, 40 points. Patrick Mahomes, that train just keeps on rolling. Robert Woods and Carlos Hyde of the Browns. It was a feel-good story to have the Browns win, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to take a timeout right quick.
Where's my ball?
Come here. Go look over this way. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Someone got out of bed, so wanted to say hi. Who's that? No, don't touch it.
What's this?
Put it back.
See?
Yep. See?
Yeah, see.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Can I see?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Here.
Hi, everybody.
Alan, go play with your cars. Mommy and Daddy are going to talk some more, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to talk on my phone
Okay.
as soon as I come back.
The bus that we had were Kirk Cousins and the Vikings D. That's another one that I don't think anybody saw coming. That was. I mean, for us living in Minnesota, it was kind of funny, but we've all been on the crappy end of that game too, like where it's happened to our team.
This is the definition of a trap game. Minnesota walked into that thinking they were just going to steamroll everybody, and boy, did that not happen.
That did not go well. I think, was it you that said one of your friends had their kids at their first Vikings game at that?
There were a lot of people that probably went to their first Vikings game.
I mean, how sad is that? I mean, just, yeah. So that was a definite bust. Amari Cooper was a bust. David Johnson was a bust. Those are both people that were on our league, on the rosters, did not do well. And Philip Lindsay for Denver was another one, a running back that they thought was going to do better and has not thus far. Big outs are, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo messed up his knee. That's too bad. I mean, he's really...
That's going to hurt the NFC West. The 49ers season is almost...
done.
Pretty much done. They've got to go with C.J. Beathard right now. So if you're looking for a backup quarterback or somebody to go with, I mean, it is Kyle Shanahan.
If you
He's
need
done.
a backup quarterback, I would totally get Baker Mayfield or the Jets quarterback before I would go with.
It would be Sam Darnold.
That would be him before I would do CJ Beathard. But
We'll see what
do I
happens.
know? I'm 1-2, so probably don't take advice from me. Take advice from 3-0 over here. So there's that. So yeah, Garoppolo, my tight end, Evan Engram, messed up his leg as well. He's out. And then Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib were the other big outs.
And those two guys are defensive players, I believe. So if you've got the Rams defense and
Vikings defense.
Marcus Peters is on the Vikings?
Yeah. And he's
Is he?
Yeah, and he didn't get hurt on the field. He got hurt off the field. So.
Okay. Yeah, Everson Griffin is also hurt for the Vikings defense too, so that's another big out.
Yeah.
He's dealing with some off-the-field medical
maybe
issues.
that's the one I was thinking of then. Sorry, that's the reason he's not on that list. Yes.
So the Vikings defense is missing one, possibly two starters, depending on who Marcus Peters is and what team he actually plays for.
ESPN. That's where I got these numbers from.
Well, those are names too. So we're
Names,
just going to move
numbers,
on.
Phone numbers. Yeah. All right. So wrapping up, coming into this week, we could actually have a shakeup. We really could, because Lindsay could come through for your girl, Lindsay. Take down Mr. 3-0 over here. You got this, Chicago Mama Bear. I believe in you. Me versus Emily, I mean, technically, Emily could get her first win, too. I don't know what good it would do, because I'm only 1-2.
Oh, yeah, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid somebody get a win and
Sorry,
who doesn't
Emily.
have one yet. Yeah, that's just awful.
Sorry, Emily. So Jen versus Emily. Jen has the slight edge. Sue versus Sam. This is another good one. Sue, take down your son. It can happen. Again, Sam and Matt just need to fall off their high horses just a little.
I don't know where she's getting this from because I do not rub this in her face.
He doesn't, actually. I was more upset about Allen Robinson's points being taken away. And then Fitzmagic threw 3 interceptions. And I was pretty down and out because I really kind of felt like I had last week in the bag. And Matt got sad and was like, see, now I don't even want to win because you're upset because you're not winning. So he doesn't really rub it in my face. I just want to win.
It's quite the exact opposite. It definitely goes along the happy wife, happy life. My life is not happy right now.
Oh,
I'm 3-0 and it is not happy.
It is too. It's good. I just want to win.
I would have been happier at 2-1.
We both would have been at 2-1. I would have been happy too. Moving on. Austin versus Jameson. That'll be a good matchup. Lindsay versus Matt and Craig versus Michaela. Just a final couple of things to note. We have buys again this week. Redskins.
Buys are back.
Yay. Way to use our backup players. So the Redskins and the Panthers are on buys. So just keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Also, we did want to note that the Thursday night game, so it'll be tomorrow, probably today when you're watching this video, is the Vikings and the Rams. And I know a lot of our teams have players in that game. So we just want to make sure everybody has the right players in for the Thursday game coming up. Means something versus last week. I was the only one that had a player in the Thursday game. So, and then the Monday game is the Chiefs versus the Broncos. So that one, I think they thought was going to be probably a lot more exciting than it's going to be because the Chiefs are just steamrolling everybody and the Broncos are not. So, all right. Well, that's what I have.
It's been a hell of a week. Bears had a great comeback win.
Sure did.
And now...
Last week, our cats made a surprise guest appearance. This week our son made a surprise guest appearance. Who will be here next week? You will have to stay tuned to find out. And with that, that's all, folks.